Hey guys, we're on a 4 whole city tour.
Love that word tour, don't you?
4 whole cities.
4 whole cities. Well, 3. New York doesn't count. That's home.
I mean, we're going there though.
Where we live in.
We will be in Toronto on October 12th, Los Angeles on November 5th, London November 17th, and back in New York City December 1st. Merch is available right now on NewRoryNMal.com as well. Subscribe to our Patreon. Subscribe to everything, man. Like, comment, smash that subscribe button. What do the kids say?
I think that's
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button if you're not.
Smash your laptop when you subscribe.
The new one is smash the subscribe button if you're not hating. That's a new one.
That's a new one?
Damn, I must be hating.
Yeah.
I never smash that.
Big hate.
Big hate.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
NewRoryNMal.
Wheelchair Jamili.
Mm.
I was so mad I didn't come up with that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Whoever commented on Instagram and called Mal Wheelchair Jamili, I thank you, because I had a great laugh at that.
Did you?
I did.
Wow.
I also had a lot of fun shooting you, Pauls.
Hey.
Back shots.
All right.
See, look, he did all that.
For those that
What?
have not seen, on Instagram, we put out a tour trailer for Toronto, October 12th. Tickets available now.
You feeling like an elf? Look at you in
Yeah.
the Christmas spirit already.
Big elf.
Listen, if those girls that TikTok can wear the elf ears, why can't I?
I don't know who you talking about.
Hello, Christ. I'm about to sin again.
They smoked that shit.
Is that like a new thing going on?
It's a really big. Is it a song?
It's a song, yeah.
I guess it's a song.
Whose song is that?
What's their name?
Fly and a Boss.
Yeah.
They're both dope.
Flyanna Boss?
They're two young girls that literally dead sprint while they're rapping in a bunch of different locations, and it's hilarious.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, no, it's one of the biggest.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I like them. I hope that they like make music for real. Maybe they do, and I'm just out of touch.
They
but
do, and they're pretty good too.
their raps are good in that song.
A lot of people think they're plants.
I mean,
Everybody's a plant.
yeah.
No, but like
at this
big
point,
plant.
I don't mind that type of planting though.
That's a
Like if
fun
it's
one.
catchy and fun, cool.
If the plant is done right,
Yeah, as
I'm not
long as
mad
you
at
water it.
like we know, you can see the plants now.
Yeah.
Like you see the push behind them. But if it's done, if some real talent there,
I
I'm all
appreciate the
for
soil.
it. Yeah, get it from the soil. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's crazy. You turn your mud into soil. That's how you grew.
I saw y'all was doing some things this weekend. Y'all was out in the soil, putting y'all feet to the soil.
That's true. I went outside.
We were?
We were boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw y'all all weekend running around.
I was a little nervous to go outside, to be honest. Julian invited me to, I'm sorry, what's the name of the party?
Pangea.
Pangea.
Shout out
You
Pangea.
just don't
Great.
know about Pangea.
That was the first thing that I
Yeah.
thought of.
Yeah.
Great party, great crew. I enjoyed it. But I was nervous. He and Amara went to DC for the day. So it was like, I had,
Wait, your daughter went to a DC day party?
She went to brunch.
She was at Rose
Starting
Bar.
early. Starting early?
Starting that young.
she was with John Hall.
Okay, I mean, listen, man, he's gonna show you great
And she,
time.
she called him dad.
Whoa.
Fam.
Okay, I mean, only because you made it a joke.
They
But
They went to a baby shower
okay,
for the day.
all right.
So for the
That's
first,
like a thing. Like once you have a baby, you're obligated to bring your baby to baby showers.
it's actually helpful.
It's like what
because
girls do with Birkin bags. Once they get a Birkin, like they gotta
They
like
have to only hang out with girls.
only have to hang out with girls that have Birkins after that.
Well, it's helpful like when everyone there has children because you can kind of just like let them. It's like almost like a break because everyone's watching all the kids.
Well, you just let your kids play to see where your kid is on the kid meter. Like,
Yeah.
is my kid like is he
Slow.
or she performing at a certain level?
Mm.
Is she a crybaby? Is she a tattletale?
Mhm.
A lot of us forgot about that tattletale thing.
You mean
huh?
a
As we
fucking
became
snitch?
older.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody's a tattletale now.
I mean,
Remember that?
it's pretty
Don't
popular.
be a tattletale.
Pretty popular in hip
You
hop.
could tattle and then sell at the Barclays. That's cool.
You can do a song with Kodak Black after titling.
You can do anything now if you tattle.
Yeah.
It's like they almost embrace you more when you tell
You
now.
could literally do whatever.
Yeah,
Sky is
see?
the limit. Once
Look
you
how-
tell on your friends that the sky is the
I
limit.
don't know if that's progressive or not. Like, look how much the world has changed. When you're a tattletale now, people embrace you more. Before, they used to like completely just do away with you and treat you like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Now
I
they're
mean,
like-
that's not where I was going to go with it, but yeah.
I mean, they used to treat you like that. Like, you can't come outside if you was a tattletale.
They treat you like Rudy.
Now it's like, yo, dude, give me a 16.
Give me a six.
Give me a six. Since you talk so much.
Like, oh, you snitch?
Give me a six.
Yo, give me a 16.
Wait, did you just
man.
tell on your former loved ones?
Exactly. Give me a 16.
Please
But yeah,
rap
y'all
for
was
me.
outside.
But yeah, I was nervous because I hadn't been like out in a while. And I talked myself into it. I even tried to come up with excuses.
I bullied Rory into coming outside.
I was like, Julian, it's like an hour away. Like,
He's like, it's gonna rain.
Yeah, then
Yeah, I
looked
saw
at,
that
I looked at the
shit.
weather. I
Yeah.
tried to find any
You're
reason.
that dad now?
Yeah.
Yo, he was like an indoor cat. He
It
was like-
did rain though.
It did rain.
Well, it was an
but
outdoor
wait.
party, so I was a little concerned while I was getting dressed. Like,
No, that makes sense. If it's an outdoor party and it's raining,
but we were on the stage and we had a cover.
I don't care about that.
No, but I'm saying like I told Rory, I was like, you'll be fine.
There was also mad people.
Yeah, we'll be dry. Everybody else still be trying to.
But that's what I love about New York. That didn't kill the party.
It didn't.
People were
No, it
dancing
didn't
and
at all.
going crazy in the rain.
That's what killed Rory.
New Yorkers are sick.
and then I started melting.
Yeah.
New
Like the
York-
Wicked Witch of the West.
New Yorkers don't give a fuck about. We don't care about weather. We don't care
No.
about traffic. We don't care about
Nothing.
COVID. We don't care
Nah.
about shit.
We shouldn't.
We just gonna party.
Snitches.
Yeah.
We FaceTimed Demaris while we were there. That
Yo.
was fun.
That was hilarious.
Y'all are so fucking annoying. And I was caught because I had just told Rory I was getting dressed and on my way, and y'all like called me, and I was like, "Fuck."
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Demaris.
We shamed you.
Boom.
Boom.
But so when I was parking, our good friend Wheezy texted me and said, "Hey, do you want to go to Elsewhere?" I said, "Hey, I'm actually about to walk in." Then she told me she was on mushrooms. So
Nice.
naturally, when she got there, I took some too.
Mm.
As did Eddin and I.
We all did.
And boy, did they kick my fucking ass.
It was
Yeah?
so
I had to
fun.
sit in my car for a while.
Really?
Like a while. Like a long time.
You got a chokehold on you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
You
had
got,
like I
anxiety.
had
Started panicking.
no, I just had trouble like
See.
moving and like doing anything.
Oh, okay.
It was a weird shroom experience. I'll be quite honest. I've never felt that way on shrooms.
Mm.
Like they hit me.
You didn't even have a big piece.
No.
No.
My tolerance has just gotten shitty with everything at this point. But
I called Rory.
Stop right there. What you just said?
I caught it.
I was gonna both or one.
No.
this early into the
No.
show, might as well.
No, what?
Yes.
You had
That
a-
was enough for that?
You had a
Put them
big
on, baby.
You had a big piece.
Come on.
It's a bit of a reach, but I
Anything,
get it.
anything crazier than that? And I'm
It's how you
calling.
worded
I'm
it,
calling
too.
the police after that.
You said it so sincere.
Yeah, like you had a big piece.
had a
And like
big piece.
the way your tone was like, I'm used to taking big pieces.
Yeah, like,
You're like no, you.
yeah, I didn't like that. That
The
was
last
a little
time you
crazy.
took it, it was
Yeah,
the
the,
same size.
the piece wasn't even that big.
That was crazy.
Damn.
All right, so y'all took shrooms. You started panicking a little bit.
I didn't panic. I did have the hard out pause.
Damn, that piece put you through the rain.
Like once it hit when I was standing on stage, I immediately left. Like I did an Irish exit very abruptly.
You didn't do an Irish.
And Roy wore an all red shirt too.
Yeah,
I
that was the
He
shit.
looked like a Power Ranger.
Red Ranger was always my favorite too. I was texting Wheezy on the way out because I could not sit there any longer.
Where was the party at?
Elsewhere in
Brooklyn.
the Elsewhere
Oh,
rooftop.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was dope.
I called Rory. I FaceTimed him because I was like, "Hey, I'm out. Let's go get drinks or whatever." And he was like slurring. And he was like,
Yo.
"I'm sitting in my car and I'm just
Roy,
I'm just here." I was like, "Are you drunk?" He was like, "No, I took shrooms." And I was just like, "Okay."
A whole different.
What's
issue.
so funny is when Demaris like, you're slurring your words. I thought I was in perfect English. Like I thought everything I
what are you
said.
talking about?
Like I took a second, I thought about what I had to say, and I thought I delivered it. And all that came out was like, I'm in the car.
Just like that.
Like DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street?
Had the heavy tongue.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I feel you.
But it was fun. We had a good time. I can't take that BPM for that long.
You can't
Oh,
take
yeah.
126 BPM for too long.
Oh, was it that? Was it that's all that was
No,
playing the whole day?
They're like,
no, there's a good balance, but it's like Amapiano, Afro beats, and like a lot of
Lit.
like Dominican flavor. They're
Lit.
all.
Ma, they
South
called
American.
me and Deli was playing, but it was
But
Deli like it was
a ballet
like
remix.
but with Deli. Yes, it was.
It's not.
It's in the
we're
video.
not doing
I can't do uns for
We're
more
not
than
doing
an
that.
hour,
It's not.
man.
It's not uns.
These
Yo,
guys
re-
are
so what was it?
professional
Redoing
producers.
Black Eyed Peas that's already EDM was the craziest. Like, how'd you extra EDM something?
They don't
It's
eat.
not-
It's not
it's not extra
EDM.
EDM.
It's not EDM music.
So what is it?
Culture.
It's like it's world music. These guys like
It's
travel
world
the
It's
yeah.
Pangea.
And now
Pangea.
it's world music and not NBA music, right?
Uh,
Yeah, I know.
How does that even make?
No allows wasn't at the party.
nah,
Yeah.
what's it like that?
There was no allows there. You got to send no allows to the stems of what you played. Like, he'll figure it out. He'll let you know if it's world music or not.
But it was fun. It was nice to see Rory outside. I feel like that was long overdue.
And the DJs were great. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
Just, I like that type of music for a set. Like
Like
if you
1
give me
hour.
like 45 minutes of that, like I'm cool. 5 hours of it is a lot.
No, that's crazy.
It's
I
a
can't
lot.
do 5 hours of that type of music.
Because y'all old.
It was the first party in New York
if I'm
City.
not old, I can't do 5 hours of that type of music.
I couldn't do it
Like
either.
play I really mean it for a second, please.
Yeah. Like, give me
That's
something.
what Roy
like,
said to me. He leaned in. He's like, "You think they'll play the locks or something?" I was like, "Yeah, with like Amapiano drums, probably."
What type of crowd was it?
Mixed.
It's
Worldly.
super mixed.
Yeah, worldly.
Oh, it was a worldly
It's
crowd.
no. I'm not
It
exaggerating.
looked like the FIBA games.
It was mostly white people with some black people
There
mixed
are
in.
90% mixed. There was hardly any
no,
white
they-
people. We're not doing that.
And this isn't going to be
barely
like
any white people.
Pangea plug. I do fuck with them, but like
You
gotta pay for an
they
ad?
bring them out.
they were out there.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
were out
had
there.
they had the women there.
Cannon.
Shout out to
A
Pangea.
lot of cannons. A lot of calcium cannons there, Mal.
A lot of them.
A lot. And it was raining.
It was a whole pirate ship.
Oh, it's
This
nothing
is
like
sick.
nothing better than
They
a
were
good
wearing
set of
white
wet
shirts.
calciums.
But
All right.
as a
All
unit,
right, sorry.
as a unit, I was disappointed in us.
Why?
Well, take me out of the equation. But you two didn't speak to one of those. We sat like creeps. It was like, oh, she's so hot.
Oh, no. When the shrooms hit, I went up. You guys didn't see it.
No one talked to all the beautiful women were
See, that's what
surrounding us, and
That's
none
what
of us
happens
talked to
when
them.
you get too high,
I
man.
I was
did.
just taking pictures.
I went up. So we were, again, raining at this point. On stage, we're dry. Then there's like people dancing in the front that just don't give a fuck. And then there's a little like rain coverage, but it's in the back. So you're kind of further away.
Yeah.
But in the middle, there's like an open gap. So I get off stage, go through the gap, and
Did you talk to Type B?
I approach the type beat.
Oh,
I approach her and her friend.
Type B is what you call it.
we don't have to. We don't have to.
Type beat.
Can we bleep?
I could
No,
bleep
we don't
it.
need to bleep it out.
Oh,
We're
all
saying
right.
this respectfully.
This
We
girl-
all
girl-
think Joyce Rice is very pretty.
This
She's
girl
a
was
friend, but we think
yeah.
she's pretty.
She was a
Bad
Joyce.
start.
She looked a lot like Joyce.
So I looked up, and the shrooms were kicking my ass. I was like, damn, that's a Joyce Rice type beat.
Yeah.
And I immediately knew what he meant. When he said, like, oh, you're right. She, yeah. She doesn't
So
like
I
Joyce.
went over
Yo,
to
this is
them.
why. This is wait. Hold on.
I went over
Shout
to
out
them.
to Joyce.
Probably
This
in
is,
the way.
Sorry.
this is why we can't go out together. It just doesn't. It's not a good night, man.
It is. It was a great
No,
night.
it was great.
Maybe
So,
not for Rory.
Probably in the way Rory thought he was smoking it on the phone to Demaris. I went up and I was like, yo. I was like, in my mind, I was like, yo, it's wet. It's rainy as fuck
Hey, yo.
over here, but you want to come on stage? And homegirl was like, yeah. And then they had the third friend, which is, I don't want to, it's the third friend. And I was like, they were
Not
like,
enough,
can she
not enough
come?
space on that empty stage for her.
And then she's like, can she come too? And I was like, yeah, sure, I don't care. And then, of course, the third friend was like, I don't want to go. She was like being that person. I was like, why are you doing this?
Only Julian would get frustrated at someone. He made that request.
Yeah.
He asked them, and now he's upset at their response. They weren't going to go on
Joyce
stage.
Rice type beat and her friend that Eddin liked, she was also bad,
bad.
wanted to come. They both were like,
Bad.
oh, yeah, sure. And then they tapped their friend, who was the third wheel, and she was like, no. And I was like, bitch. So then I was tight. So then I just stood in the rain for like 3 minutes and then went back on stage and didn't tell anyone that I said hi to them.
And
I mean, that's cool.
that is why I wish.
So wait. So you just said hi.
Did you
didn't
get her
the
number?
I should have. I was just so.
Hi.
That's my point. That's my point from the gate. Like you're high. Like if you told me you scored and got the number, like then I'm like, okay.
It didn't even cross my mind to
Of
ask for her
course it
number.
didn't. You're high.
Maul
This is
just
why you
definitely
can't-
showed his age.
This is why you.
Scored the number.
I mean, like yeah,
I
like
gave her a napkin.
Oh my god.
that's lit.
That is pretty lit.
That's actually
I
2023.
should have done
Yeah,
that.
that
yeah.
could work now. But in the rain, though, that's tough. And who carries a pen?
No, that's more importantly. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If you pull a pen out right now in front of me, I might look at you like
I carry a
like,
Flair Sharpie pen.
A flare
What?
Sharpie.
Where?
you walk around with a pen on you.
Yeah.
You are a Flair Sharpie.
Look at it. You guys don't fuck with these ones?
No.
No, it's not that
that's
we
not.
don't
That's
fuck
not. It's not. Fuck the pen. You walk around. Yeah, you focus on the wrong thing. You walk around with a pen on you.
Because they're convenient. I wish I should have had one last
What are you
night.
writing on?
Numbers.
What are you writing on?
Oh,
Your
on?
hand?
Remember
Remember that era?
Well, her hand.
Yeah, it would have been a napkin, or like I would have asked the guy for a receipt.
It's wet though. Pangea is that would.
But like I could have wrote it on stage and then brought it down.
Yeah, but then she's got wet and she uses a napkin in her pocket to wipe like her face, her arm.
Yeah. Or she maybe just didn't want it.
Yeah.
From the fucking drug.
she was.
If it's
great.
raining out, you got to go straight to the phone.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But you can't use a napkin.
I did wish Demaris was there because
They were
out of
there.
this
So
crew,
Demaris, you didn't show up at all.
I wish you did too.
She would have scored.
You would have fun.
but I need Demaris there because out of the whole crew, well, not including Maul, she also loves beautiful brown skinned women. So I had no one to like
all?
really like talk to about.
I don't like brown.
Joyce was brown skin.
Aside from you,
Oh.
you do.
Oh.
She was not.
She was not.
She
brown.
was not
Every
brown
girl
skinned.
I thought
that-
She was not brown at all.
Every girl. Yeah, she was. You're
Compared to
saying Joyce
you.
isn't brown?
Compared to you.
She was lighter than you, and you're calling her
Joyce
brown.
is not a brown girl. Like
She's got brown skin.
No,
No,
she
Joyce-
does not.
She has brown skin. It's
Joyce
not
doesn't
white.
have brown skin. Bro.
She's not white.
Joyce
No,
Rice.
okay,
Wait, so if you're not white, that means you're brown?
She's literally brown.
Joyce,
She's
Joyce
not
is not a
brown.
brown.
She's a light-skinned girl.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
That's brown. Light skin isn't a color. What the fuck is light skin?
It was in the Crayola box.
What is light skin?
Bro, Joyce is not brown. You
What
said
color
brown
is
skin.
light skin?
Look up
You,
Joyce Rice.
you said Joyce is brown skin. She's not
She's
brown.
a
You're
she's
brown.
brown.
Skin. You're brown. Skin.
You have a brown hat on. That's what I'll let you know. That.
There's shades of brown. What are we talking about?
Okay, what shade
Shades
is
of
that?
everything.
But we all speak the same. Like, we know what
It's
you mean.
shades. It's shades of colorism too, and racism.
Do you
Brown.
think Eddin is a brown boy?
I am.
He is brown.
I am brown.
He's what?
He's objectively brown.
Compared to Joyce Rice type beat, that's crazy to say out loud.
You and Joyce are about the same skin complexion.
Demaris is a brown skin.
I'm a brown skin girl.
You are brown skin girl.
We're
And
all
there's-
brown.
And there's
different
black
shades of
people who
brown.
would say that I was
I
light.
understand
brown.
that. I understand that. But we say
Everyone's brown.
Excuse me, I'm mocha.
All right,
Ew.
sure. It's a
Different.
beautiful shade of brown.
which Fenty number are you?
I don't know. I forgot.
Definitely.
Somebody told me. A girl told me a few years ago. I forgot though.
That's like the new horoscope, like Scorpio shit, whatever they call those.
Ran through as fuck.
Astrology signal.
Yes, Tyrese is gonna make the remix to
But-
Signs of Love Making.
Well, I'm glad
Fenty
y'all
number.
went out and had a high time.
Demaris was lit on Friday.
Was Demaris lit? Where did Demaris go? Oh yeah, you.
That's
I
a
was
little
with her.
quiet,
There was
quiet,
something
huh?
going on. Where you was at on Saturday?
Well, me, Julian, and I
Okay.
together
All right.
were real.
Wow.
Wow, we had that shit ready.
Can we put this on the YouTube
It's
video?
it's on the video.
Amazing.
Right now.
Okay.
Great.
No,
Look at
Please,
Demaris
if
lit
you're
as fuck
listening
at
audio,
Fluxx.
go to YouTube as well.
I didn't know Demaris was there. She just threw ass on me, and I was like, "Who the fuck is throwing their ass in my chest?" And I
Yeah.
look up, and it was Demaris.
And at the ratio of the weight that she's holding that bottle, that definitely overflowed.
Heavy pour.
Oh, 100%. That's actually a great photo.
That ended up on your
Someone saying
jeans.
Thank you.
that. Great photo.
Demaris, she used to be a bartender. She could feel.
I know
the
how to
weight.
pour. I could.
She did
pour.
that whole thing with her eyes closed.
I can blind
And tongue
pour.
Yeah, she could pour.
Sick.
How many
An
takes
hour.
did it take?
Her eyes was closed and her tongue was out though for sure. The whole pour.
So a bartender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's how bartenders give it up.
But no, we were at Webster
That's how they approach
Hall.
life.
Jay Murphy is doing a residency there.
Love Jay Murphy.
Shout out to Jay Murphy.
Like those
man.
small.
Good people.
You like those more.
So
Where those
Nah, I don't.
those glasses are nasty.
Yeah, those are.
Yo, zoom
I
into
think
that.
I'm in a glasses phase.
Enhance the image.
I think
Crazy.
I'm in the glasses in the club phase.
Well,
That's sick.
they were
who's
his
friends?
They
Yeah.
were my friend Alexis's glasses.
That was your way of flirting with her?
she was very nice. She was
You
pretty.
got makeup on?
She was
She
brown.
thinks that you're cute too, by the way.
Yeah, she's
Mm.
brown.
I mean, too bad you don't think she's cute.
I do. We were all right. We watched the Colorado.
Too
game
bad
together.
you don't.
They were in the club watching the Colorado game.
As they should. It
She
was
was
a late
incredible.
game.
That's the way Julian flirts. Like I can run a 4-4.
Flat.
Flat.
Flat footed.
Adding flat after that is
without
nuts.
stretching.
Oh my god! So
So wait, this was Saturday? This was after
No. This was Friday. This
Friday,
was
okay,
the night
gotcha.
before.
Yeah,
It was a good time.
yeah. No, I called you on Saturday. No, that was Sunday. So no, it was Saturday. We
Oh,
went
it
on
was
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
God damn.
You got
Friday we
too
were
hot.
recording here all day.
We was out here.
anything.
Yeah, Friday was.
Jeez. Well, I mean, we could have done the Kai 24-hour stream with
We
our
should
with
start
our
streaming.
weekend. We should have streamed
We
the
should
entire
do
thing.
this.
We should start streaming.
24-hour stream is I give it to Kai.
That's like that's
That's a lot, bro.
that's kind of easy compared to what a lot of people do now.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. People be on Twitch for a week.
Yeah, that's wild.
Do they sleep?
They slept.
They could, yeah.
Like, do they stay rolling?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
stays rolling.
Yeah, it's 24 hours. That's what 24 hours.
you just
is.
have to
No,
have
I mean,
something
like,
active.
you just work, so now we're just watching Offset, like, catch some Z's. Like, what's the.
something active happens throughout the time.
I will say this was the clips I saw was cool to watch because it did remind me, like, this is an adult sleepover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the joy in all their faces made me feel like when you're kids and you have a sleepover.
They
Right?
said
Like-
Offset's the older version of Kai,
I
Like-
see it.
which is great.
The way
Offset
Offset,
could definitely be Kai's like
For
older
sure.
brother.
Yeah. He's a big kid.
I saw somewhere on Twitter that they said men doing the gritty and like dancing and shit like that is like straight men. That's like their Vogue. Like
Oh,
when
for
gay
sure.
men Vogue.
yeah, 100%.
They said that's the straight man's Vogue.
9 times out of 10, this is exactly
Oh,
what
shit,
happens
look at-
when like
Like this is
guy sleepover shit. Like girls
It's
probably
amazing.
think it's a bunch of like bitches running around like a Hype Williams video.
no.
It's not. Like it's just guys doing stupid shit. Who fell asleep first?
Yeah.
Now you're a victim of.
Dick on the face.
Yeah, whoa. We don't.
Hey,
All right,
Yeah.
that's a little far. That's a little.
Drawing it down.
No.
Put the gloves back on.
Put
We
the
don't
gloves
play
back
that.
on.
Where I'm from, that's how you get killed. You don't play like that. You don't put dicks on somebody's
Yeah,
face.
I've seen someone draw a dick on a face,
That's what I'm trying to say.
but putting a dick on someone's face,
Putting a
that's,
literal dick.
that's fucking crazy.
Now you see,
Those are prison games.
that's it. That's exactly how
Taking
that's
your
how close you
actual
can come to
dick.
death. Like that's how fast death could enter the room. Like I'm sleeping, y'all playing, and y'all put a dick on my face. Now we just went from having a great 24-hour stream to somebody's dying on this stream. Now.
Yeah.
All right, what would be weirder if they did that and told you, or did that and never told you?
They wouldn't have to, if we were streaming the entire internet.
Well, no, that
would tell
stream would probably come down.
Like, are you?
I think that would
heavy
break a
sleeper?
code.
Like,
Huh?
are you a heavy sleeper?
No.
Well, how much girth does the dick have?
All right.
All right, see.
Well, I'm saying exactly.
Yeah.
If it's heavy on your face, it'd wake you up.
Thank you so much.
No.
Put this shit on.
Yo, those days of like fighting sleep at sleepovers to not be the first person to go to sleep, or
No, that's a talent. A lot of people don't understand. Like, that's a real talent to stay up with a house full of your friends. And you know, like, I can't go to sleep first because if I do, I'm going to be a victim of some type of stupid game.
Chappelle's
100%.
got that great bit about falling asleep with at white people's house. He's like, fell asleep at Steve's or whatever. He's like, stuck a carrot in his ass. It's like, the black friend wakes up. He's like, man, just know when I see Steve, man, fuck him. Just know it's over when I see him. It's like, it's so funny. It's like,
Hey, you can't play them type of games,
No.
man. I'm over those. Don't just let me sleep.
But this was
You can
funny.
take pictures, record a video, but just let me sleep.
yeah, I feel you.
The way Offset came into Kai's room with his bag with that face looked like he just called his mom and he asked if he could stay over. And he surprised his friends like, Mom said I could stay. It was so cool to just see grown adult men have fun.
Have fun, right?
Like, just have a smile on their fucking face.
Offset looked so happy he was away from Cardi just for 24 hours.
See, we ain't gonna do that.
I mean, she could be like one of the homies in the crib. You could tell she got that personality. Like, she's probably a lot of fun in the house, but Offset looked like he was very happy to
He was
get
so
away for a
happy?
minute. Yeah, for sure.
Like, Kai definitely pitched that to him. And Offset, kids and a wife, sometimes you need to get the fuck out of the house, and it's tough.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kai pitched that like, you sure, Offset? Like, it's a 24 hours, even better.
Yeah.
Let's do 48 hours.
Yeah. What's the record?
And
Because the only way he can get out is if he has to work.
Yeah.
this
Is work.
Yeah. This is like a foolproof thing for Cardi, too, because he's going to be on camera the whole time. So
Right.
you know he's not acting up. This could be every rapper's way to get away from their girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm live. I'm not, you can see who I'm with. It's just all dudes.
Yeah.
It's a good escape. Rory,
like
you
it.
should do this.
Shout out to Kai. Shout out to Offset.
Wow.
Look like they have
I mean-
a lot of fun.
Did I not kind of do that on Saturday?
Yeah,
Sunday?
I guess.
I brought Amara to the studio
Oh.
just to watch football.
Oh,
I was like, I'll take her.
that's wholesome.
I got it.
Just to get out the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I've done that too.
Sometimes you got to do that, man. Sometimes you just got to get out of your house. Like, it's good to be home. Like, everybody loves the comfort of their home. But especially if you're like, you have kids or you have a relationship, you live with your partner. Sometimes you just need, let me just not see you for a few hours.
Well, a huge aspect, I think, for successful partnerships is not taking that personal.
Yeah.
Like, I need to get away from you for a
Yeah.
second. It's not, there's nothing wrong.
Nothing
I just
wrong.
need,
I just need
not
to not
see your
see
face
you,
for a
not
second.
hear you, and just kind of get my own thoughts in my own little world and come back and then realize how much I missed your face and let's have great sex now.
Yeah.
Need that.
Pretty much.
Need that.
Smart.
A
And
few hours
meanwhile,
apart.
Julian invited his white friends. It was great.
Sorry, what?
We had a really
here?
good time.
So his friends.
Yeah, it's just
All right, nah.
Said his wife
He
was
is
like,
brown
there's a
skin friend.
separation. He has one black friend, the token one.
Oh, that's it. That's the quota.
I have more than one black friend.
You're the black friend.
you are the black.
I am most of my life. I've been the black friend.
It's okay.
Just
We
saying
love
a
you.
lot.
We love you nonetheless.
I'm the black friend in this group too.
Well,
That's sick.
I also love that it seemed like Nicki Minaj's husband had a sleepover with his friends as well.
Different type. Now,
It's Battle of the Sleepovers.
this is where this is where sleepovers differ. Like, it's like
They slept outside.
This is a
They had a homeless.
yeah, this was the type of sleepover
Unhoused.
when you lived like in the hood
Right.
versus when you had that friend that lived in the suburbs, got a
Mhm.
nice house, backyard. Different sleepovers because we might be outside all night if we in the hood, break
Yeah.
night, stand by the bodega all
Mhm.
night, wait for some girls to come to the store, talk to them. Different type of sleepover they had.
That's a perfect metaphor.
Yeah, it's a different sleepover.
Different sleepover.
This is the friend that lives in the hood
Yep.
near the train station, and then Kai is the friend that lives in the suburbs, has a nice house.
Yeah.
It's just a different type of sleepover.
The Kai and Offset one was like the cool mom that says, do whatever you want, but just do it under my roof.
Yeah.
Like they have the finished
Yeah.
basement.
If y'all gonna smoke weed, smoke it in the basement.
Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj's husband is the guy that doesn't have parents
No.
and is out.
These are the,
no one's
these-
checked on him.
these are the friends that the parents work overnight.
Yes.
This is,
It's like, y'all
this
got
is when the
open-
kids have agency.
Yeah. This is the friends that your parents was like, yo, are their parents gonna be there?
Yeah, exactly.
And you had to make sure the parents was gonna be there. There's no way you're going over there to spend a night if the parents are not there.
We got what we thought was going to be the track of the century.
I'm here for some more flowers.
I knew it was gonna be ass.
Wait. Why?
Drake and SZA, Slime You Out,
Well,
react.
okay, so listen. Let's talk about the song first. Let's talk about the song.
Okay.
So Drake and SZA, Drake dropped his record featuring SZA, Slime You Out. I think it's a good song, bad single. And not that Drake needs a single. Drake is an artist that doesn't need a single. But this song has replay value. It's a song that you're going to play on the album, you're going to listen to. But I don't think you lead with this type of song. Just that BPM is kind of slow. It's kind of, I'm kind of trying to guess where he's going with the album. I do think it'll be more songs like that where it will be R&B vibe, but it will be from a perspective of I'm doing some dog ass shit.
Yeah.
I think it'll be that.
Well, he's alluded to For the Dogs has like the old Drake, you know, when people in comments like, I like the older Drake that.
Yeah.
So this does remind me of like
Girl, don't tempt me.
those SoundCloud Lucy's that he would like Days in the East. It's not to the caliber of Days in the East. Please don't get me wrong there.
Mhm.
But that sound in BPM reminds me of those like Take Care Lucy era. It just was underwhelming. Like it's cool.
The song was underwhelming?
Yeah. And the moment. I think SZA smoked it. I like Drake's last verse. Even the month scheme. I know there's a lot of jokes in there, like in July, you lied, like lazy bar. But I like that last verse a lot. I think it's great. I think it's that Days in the East type Drake that we like. But for this moment of single SZA, underwhelming to me.
Yeah.
And I figured you guys would get mad at my take when I was driving here because it sounds so industry. I think I'll like this song when I hear it in the album.
That's what I just said. It's a good song, bad single. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think you should have led with this.
I like it more, I think, in the full project,
It's a
which
good
is
song.
such a safe and like always giving Drake bail. But I don't know. It's
Okay,
cool.
What about it for it being a Drake and SZA collab? What's your rating on that?
I like the song. I just don't think that it should have been a single. I like the song. Like if I heard this on the flow of the album, I'm sure I would like it. It has everything that we love from Drake in it, and it has everything we love from SZA in it. It has a bunch of captions. This is caption heavy.
Yeah.
Like this is enough captions for a girl to have for at least a year. Just one record.
I mean, there's a calendar year's worth of lines in here.
This is what I'm saying. So it's like you got captions, you got the slick talking. Then SZA come in and she talking her shit from the girl's perspective. Like it's a good record. It's just not the record that I thought was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna sound like this, and I was kind of surprised when Drake led with this as a single. Drake is the artist. He doesn't need a single. Drake can just put out his album and it's gonna do what it's gonna do. I just think that this was something that he probably was playing a lot in the studio. He liked it and was like, yo, I'm putting this shit out.
I'm not mad at him for doing the leaning into a traditional rollout again, because to your point, he has done the surprise drop a few times, and it'll always work for an artist like him. But it is cool to see him in his camp and whoever's at the helm pick singles and like go through those things. It's interesting for me at least just to see.
Are we jacking that he couldn't get the album finished because he's on tour, so he's moving it?
No, Drake is, and that's what I wanted Flowers about, because I told people, I was like, listen, I don't think this album is coming out before this tour is over. It doesn't make sense. People are going to want to hear you perform some of the new records. And if you perform some of the new records, people that came to the shows in July and August are going to be pissed off because they're like, why you didn't put the album out before the tour started?
Well, why don't you guys believe that he needs more time because he's on tour? You think he moved because of Doja?
But then what? I mean,
No,
I think he moved because of reception from this song.
No,
Well, also, we'll get to Puff in a second, but since it's tied into this record, look at the power of Diddy. Drake didn't even drop this at midnight like he was supposed to.
That's out of respect.
He waited till noon.
yeah, that was weird.
I think that's
I know why.
Yeah, I think
You think it was because of Diddy?
The last time he did something to Diddy, didn't go well.
Stop.
Well, that's different. That was a song that he was supposed to be a part of, and never.
It was his beat originally.
Yeah, but that was different. I don't know why
Drake would need more time. He's on fucking tour.
Drake doesn't need more time. I think
Then
this,
why
I think
do
this
it-
album. I think this album is done.
he
It's just
works
the
till
fact
the
that
last minute.
He's
Yeah.
on tour. That's what it is. He's
Yeah.
on tour. It just doesn't make sense to put out a new album while you're still actively on the road.
Why even announce it then?
Well, now that's a whole nother thing. I asked myself, I was like, but why would you announce a date? Like, why would
Yeah.
you say a date if you're not going to stick to it?
But sometimes that's been
I
a
mean, all
move.
artists-
That's a rollout move
Yeah.
now. Like that's been a thing.
Yeah, but
Especially while you're on tour and can like address it in between songs. Like
He's done this before though. Out of curiosity?
I'm sure.
I don't think Drake.
pretty much every
I feel like
artist
he
has
ha- I
pushed
feel
the
like he
release.
has-
He pushed. Yeah, he has.
No. Pushing the release is different. I'm talking about being on tour. Drake has never been on tour and was getting ready to put another album out. That just
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like, so to me, that's why from the beginning, when he announced the date, I was like, okay, the 22nd. Okay, cool. I didn't understand like why you would do that if you're on the road, but you're Drake. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But to me, it just makes sense to put this album out once the tour is done, and then you can focus on, you know, just this new project that you have out. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do something, some type of show, whether it's not a tour or something. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do some type of show for the album. But it makes more sense to just drop it after you're off the road, you're done. The fans don't have to, you know, guess if you're gonna perform a new record from the album at the show. It just leaves a lot of things like, you know, just clear and all right, this is what it is now for all the dogs is what we're focused on.
SZA, I think, has the best part of the record, but that's the funny thing about double standards. You could reply to SZA's entire verse by just saying, still beat though.
Yeah, but the
Tripping when that
calendar
dick
scheme.
is barely third place, fucked out of pity. It's cute that you lame. Dip because it's mid. I can't fake like it's hanging. Just a reply after that. I mean, I still beat.
A girl telling you your dick is third place. Like, how do you see? That's
You don't think you've been third place
Like
before?
third place
I'm not-
is not bad.
Hold on, I'm not.
I don't mind
Are
third
you
place.
kidding?
I'm not
There's
saying-
less pressure with third
Top
place.
three is nice.
Y'all missing it. Y'all missing it. I'm not saying I care about being third. It's just
You
like
still get
once
a
a
medal.
girl says it, it's like, so it's like, how many other niggas is beating right now?
I
That's
think
what
she
I'm
meant
at.
third of all time.
Oh, I thought she meant currently.
All time?
In her rotation.
Well, all times that does sound better.
I thought it was like third, like you got the third best dick of all time. That's why I thought it was a slight.
Yeah, but
Third best dick of all time.
Yeah, like you hear how crazy that sounds? Like that's all time. Like
Can I get a plaque?
Yeah, like every dude that you had
a
sex
YouTube
with, I'm
plaque.
third best of all time. Like that's all. So that
I feel
line,
like
I was
that's a
kind of
stat.
like, I was
Well,
kind of
no,
like,
not when all women have only fucked 5 men. So that's why it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
All of you only have 5.
So out of 5,
Yes.
you're 3.
Well, you're in the
I
middle.
definitely have 5 bodies.
yeah, but I'm not. See, I'm not jacking.
3 out of 5. I don't know if I feel that great.
I'm not jacking that from SZA though. To me,
Yeah,
that's what all girls say when they're like upset and hurt. It's like, yo, yeah, that shit with the dick was whack. It's like,
Yeah.
It's a great verse though. SZA.
no, the verse is great, but it's just like when you hear that in real time, like if a girl ever told you some shit like
But
that,
sometimes the dick do be whack, ma.
yeah, but why you still here?
Because I like you, and then I like
Let's
you.
get to that. Like,
because I
I'm not
like
standing
you.
around if the pussy's whack.
Same.
Men ain't doing that.
We know y'all are awful people, but we care about more than just
That
your
makes
body
us
parts.
How it
Awful
go
people?
straight to awful people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She
We
fucked him out of pity and then
You
knew he
say-
was lame.
We
Like,
don't eject.
why you
we don't
fucking me out of pity?
objectify You guys.
I don't wanna be
Stop
fucked pity.
objectifying
That
us.
is-
You staying with whack dick?
Yeah,
That's,
lying.
that
I'm
is-
saying
Nah,
I'm
girls,
lying
hold
at
on,
me.
hold
I'm
on.
falling in love with whack
Girls
dick.
stay with whack dick if he got like other things going on. If he got, he's
He
from
had other
Mexico
things
and
going
shit
on?
like that.
Yeah, I loved him.
I can attest that women will stay.
Women will stay.
with whack dick.
Yes,
I'm letting you guys know. Yes.
Oh.
y'all be thinking y'all. Yes, y'all be thinking y'all dick is good. No,
I can attest to this.
Oh, Rory.
I've been stayed with.
letting whack dick
done
impregnate
research?
you is
I've been
crazy.
stayed
It's
with.
true.
Having whack dick with what?
Letting whack dick impregnate you is crazy.
That's
And that's where you take it too far.
Beautiful child though.
I could say it the same way. Impregnating whack pussy is crazy.
That's true. That would be crazy.
Whack ass womb.
Because
That
that,
would be
means you're
very
gonna have a
crazy.
whack kid.
And everything
Your kid ain't gonna be good at sports. It ain't gonna be
based
good
off our
at school.
sexual organs.
Can't
Yeah, it's
catch.
like, yo,
But it balances it out. Like she has great pussy, I have whack dick. Like it's the yin and the yang. It balances out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't know if we could say.
Science.
Yeah, I don't know if we could say yin and yang in that though. Like
Yin
if you
yang?
got whack dick and
Twins?
she got good pussy, I don't know if that's yin.
If you have twins, is one cool and one whack?
Probably.
If it's some whack sex,
I
like
was
whack-
like, if the dick's whack but the pussy's fire, would one
Maul's
kid
sister is
come
way
out
cooler
whack
than him.
and one kid come
Wait,
out cool?
what?
So that's about
I
twins.
feel like you was talking about my mother right there.
Yeah, I think he was. That's
I was saying all I was saying was Maul's sister is really cool.
Yeah, like
That's all I was saying.
I know. I heard what you said.
I heard what you said.
But in
Either
the
shitting on
context,
his mom or his dad.
but in the context what we talking about,
Yeah.
it's either
You're the
you're shitting on my mother or my
Either way,
father.
But you're the only twin in
And
the
let
room.
me just say, you can shit on my pops. You can't shit on my mother though. Like my dad, fuck it. Niggas can say what they want about my dad, but ain't nobody talking crazy
So he's
about my.
saying
I don't know,
that dick
man.
little.
The way he walked in that restaurant, when I
Damn.
met him.
Oh no, old time
He looked
gangster
like-
for sure. But
He looked like he was slanging.
no.
Hey, nah. Yeah.
Yeah, more. No, we need more. Whatever else y'all have
Yeah.
up there.
That was
He had that walk.
Pops was a Rolling
That's
Stone, man.
crazy.
You
bro.
staring at his
tell you.
gate.
Yeah, but that's just funny though. Like
Has thigh gap.
saying a dude has like whack sex is like it hurts for a second, but when you think about it, it's like, yo, but she's still here.
The still beat is bulletproof.
Yeah.
No, because SZA went crazy on that verse, but you can literally end it with a few words. Like, I'd still beat.
And I mean, these two obviously have history with each other.
Ooh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You think he beat?
Y'all niggas sat here for 37 minutes and tried to tell me how Drake tried to holler at that Bobby Altoff girl. But y'all gonna try to tell me that
did.
y'all don't think Drake ever hollered at
I
SZA?
really don't.
No,
think-
they
I really don't
both
think
have
he would.
admitted they dated, but dated doesn't mean
Slept together.
yeah.
He definitely.
Oh my god!
Stop
See, I'm
this.
on Maul's side.
All right, so
we're not
he
doing
beat-
that.
Oh no, let's talk about it.
You think
Let's talk about it. We're here. Let's talk about it.
Do you think
so
this was a
you're telling
sub
me- so
at Drake the whole verse?
So y'all telling me,
Remember when Cannabis dissed LL on his own record?
something like that?
You think SZA did that on this
Yeah, when you
record
put
to
it like
Drake?
that.
Could
You think he's third place?
I think if it is and Drake still put the album out, he's gangster for that.
I agree.
I'm not putting out.
Still beat.
Yeah, but
We don't know that.
If you can't send me a verse and you talking about my dick was third on your list and think that I'm still gonna let that fly out, like 40, delete that.
Nah,
Wipe
fuck
the
it.
memory.
Make
We're
it
not
the
doing
single.
that. No, we're not doing that. You ain't gonna say my dick was third and I'm like, yo, that's a single. Like what? No, it's not happening. But y'all think that Drake dated a girl that he never had sex with?
No,
Thank you. That's all. I was ready to argue with y'all.
Please.
Well, that's just a.
I don't think.
And
That's,
I don't want to get into
never mind.
SZA's sex partners. That's none of my business.
No,
But-
that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about
we're talking about Drake's
dating
sex
habits.
partners.
Yeah.
Drake's sex partners are also none of my business.
Well,
Ah,
when it was, he started to hate me. But
y'all are
I'm joking.
on
I'm
one.
joking. I'm not.
Listen, man, I just want y'all all to do a favor.
Drake,
When
I'm
these
sorry.
niggas run down on y'all, just don't call my phone. That's all I'm saying.
I love Drake.
No, I know, me too.
you scared of the six?
Yes,
66666.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Can't lie.
No, we asking Maul. Maul, you scared of this?
No, I've seen.
Me?
You
Drake's-
are the six.
Everyone can clown Drake.
Plus
His,
Why am I
his
the
boxing videos look better than all you other rappers' boxing videos.
Nah, Wiz Khalifa can box.
Oh yeah, he
I think
can
Wiz-
kick.
And his shit be slinging when he
But
box.
All
if
right.
everyone
Yes.
does want to clown Drake, when it comes to hands, I've seen a lot of y'all's boxing. I've seen y'all spar. Drake looks way better at fighting than y'all.
But that don't mean in the heat of the moment,
How
you
we-
know
how
what I'm
we
saying,
get
that
to
he
this?
come in clutch.
Because I'm scared Drake might punch me when we get to Toronto.
Oh, it's over for y'all. Y'all not crossing the border.
That's true. He might stop us. I
Wow.
just tickets.
If
I
he-
just crossed the border like
Nah, not after talking this shit. This
Didn't
hot
let
shit.
your mom through.
No, like she got.
Yo, this is the second time we talking about your mom like that.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm
with
my
you, girl?
bad.
You good?
Your mom is a lovely lady. I love her.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
All right, appreciate that. Yeah, but this was a good song. I wouldn't have led with this as a single, but again, it has everything you want: captions and fucking bars and throwing shots, and the beat is cool. Like, I mean, it's a good song. I just didn't think it would be what the first single sounded like, but it's a good record.
Now that I'm thinking that you guys interpreted Dick is barely third place as all time and not current rotation, I'm viewing. How do you know who's third place?
So I'm saying, girls just be
That's
talking,
that's
man.
why. Like we all know who is number one in our head, like the head monster. Like we know her. The one we always have that in our head. Like, but after that, like I've never ranked.
Wait, so there's the head monster.
It's a gray area. He's right because usually there's just the outlier.
There's that,
Everyone
and then
else is just like,
yeah.
you're doing
third
it,
place
but-
is crazy.
Now we
Like, how do
we
you
judge.
know
we,
that?
We
Like, there's
judge.
Sasha Grey, and then
You're
there's
like, what I gotta do to get out of the third seed? Like, how I get out of the third seed?
Well, sometimes you just can't get out of the third seat because you don't have the equipment. Sometimes you don't have the rhythm. Sometimes you don't have the stamina.
the
Insert
BBL.
Blue Chew ad.
Sometimes you don't have, like, you know, somebody might be a little bit more veiny than you.
Ew, dude.
You want a vascular dick?
I'm just saying it's different.
But give him all right. Asking that question is not a pause.
That's not. I'm
He was
asking a
asking me.
woman.
It's an anatomy question.
but
It's
the
an
tone of his voice, like
What does that
he
mean?
was kind of like.
What does that mean? It's an anatomy. What does that mean? So
Like,
because it's an anatomy
he's
question,
talking
it's
about,
not
like,
a pause.
appendages.
It's
I'm
not like,
helping
yo,
you
that's
out.
crazy.
How you asked that was
Yeah.
wild.
How? I didn't know.
You said it like you were almost upset at her. Like, what do you mean? You want a veiny one?
Yeah, that's the same as saying you like girth. Like, What's up with you?
Dick
bro?
ass.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes you can't grow certain aspects of your dick. Sometimes you can't make it curve. Sometimes you can't increase how long you
My
last.
shit does not curve.
Yeah, but if he, if
Thank you, Eddin.
but what if he has?
Thank you.
But what if he makes up for it in other areas? Is it still he's still third?
In the dicks, yes.
Like, what if he's also one of the greatest rappers of all time?
What if no? Keep it in the bedroom. Like, what if?
All right.
How does that get me off?
What if he's like a
What
one
if
at
you gonna
foreplay?
rap to my clit? You said what?
What if he's like the one on foreplay? Like he's the guy, but the dick is like mid.
No,
Why are
I
you
think-
staring at me and Mo asking that?
No, I'm at. Well,
I think that's
So you warming up the car to take me nowhere?
you can come
That's
off.
that's sick.
pretty
You
good,
can come
actually.
on. Warming up the
Foreplay.
car to take me nowhere is
That's
crazy.
pretty good, actually.
See now,
But what if you were cold?
You hit him with the trigger.
Trigger.
Yeah, somebody
did something.
Somebody got to warm you up, right? see, women, y'all know what to say to just like attack. That's how y'all attack.
That's good though.
Y'all go straight for the ego.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all women go straight. The ego is like
easiest thing
the
ever.
Achilles of like every man. Like you go straight to the ego, boom. Because I could be in there tearing that pussy up for 2 years, and in the one moment we have an argument, you be like, "Yo, the dick is third."
Third is hilarious.
Third is.
Yo, because
Then
now
who's second?
I want to know who's second more than I want to know who's first.
that's sick.
Yeah.
You wanna
I
who
want to
you
know who's
almost
second and
caught?
who's fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what I'm sandwiched between.
Yeah.
That's yo.
Would y'all be mad if she told you? Would y'all be mad if she told you?
Absolutely.
Who second was?
Yes,
Why
but
would
I
you
wouldn't
tell me?
ask.
Why the fuck
Oh.
would you tell me that?
No man wants to know.
She just volunteers that information now.
No man wants to know that.
He may think he wants to know. He doesn't want to know.
No man wants to know that. No man wants to know who your girl, like who she thinks is better than you sexually. Like no
Oh,
man wants
that
to
would
know
hurt.
to know that. Because then every time you see this nigga, you gotta shoot at him.
Hey.
Shoot? How is that an AO?
Shoot at him?
I'm talking about a gun.
Yeah, he's talking about
He said, let
murdering
me
the
make
human
this-
being.
wanna
that
call it
slept
that,
with
but
some girl
okay.
better than him.
Violence.
Yeah, like I'm talking about like real maximum violence here. I'm not talking about no fucking
Charges.
pause. Yeah. Like any man is gonna be like, all right, we gotta shoot at his car now. Like, this is how I go.
He's talking
But
about
what if
live
I'm in it?
streaming
You don't wanna
on a
kill
sidewalk
me.
with your friends.
If you in the car,
Oh,
we
two
for
for
sure.
one.
Oh, we for sure.
Yeah.
shooting at you.
Yeah.
Kill two birds.
If you in the car with number one,
Magic bullet.
with number one,
shooting the car.
Yeah.
Yo, fam, slow down right here. We spraying this shit. You
JFK.
crazy?
Whole shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being number 3 and 1 and 2 are homies?
Oh,
They're in the car together.
That's
Number 1 and number 2 are friends.
That's crazy.
Damn.
we gotta shoot that. We gotta kill everybody.
Did they fuck you together?
Nah, see,
nah, 1 and 2.
see,
Now, see, if you kill number 1 and 2 and you think that just move you to 1 and then
it does.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
By law, it does.
That guy under the ground is still number 1.
He
She
can't.
can't unfuck
He
him.
died a legend.
Just because he died doesn't mean.
Yeah, but she can never get
And,
that.
and she's gonna go to the funeral.
His tombstone says still beat.
That beat on your tombstone is crazy.
Number one.
Yeah, Nelly number 1 plays every time you walk to the cemetery.
On your tombstone, you gotta put.
Damn, number 1.
Who was harder, me or this tombstone? Right on the
He was much harder.
come on now, but you say Michael Jackson the greatest of all time every single day, and he in the ground. You can't take away.
Pretty
can't
great
take
point,
away his
actually.
stats. Can't take away his
Yeah, you
stats.
can't.
We're
I'm
talking-
just saying.
Yeah, but it's different
That's
because
completely different.
yeah, that's different. Mike can't perform.
I get what
no
she's
more.
getting
Neither
at.
can the dude that I just killed because he was number one on your list.
Exactly. They both still number 1.
They still dead though.
Yeah.
Still,
Like I'm cool if number one is dead. I'm cool.
yeah, but Thriller didn't disappear once he died,
That's
Comparing his.
and that memory of that dick will never disappear from her. mind.
Amen.
Why did the king of pop have to come into this?
Death doesn't change anything.
women are so y'all are so evil.
They're the worst.
We're evil.
They're so evil. They're
Y'all
the worst.
so
they're the
evil.
worst creatures.
Y'all
This
are
is
so
literally a song about a man dogging a woman out, and somehow y'all still make women the.
Because
Fuck
But
it.
he made QPMs
yeah.
like
QPC?
past noon.
That was hard. Don't do that. That was a bar. See,
I like that line.
I like the bar. I like it too. Wait, I'm not.
No.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
tried to break that. You butchered that. Don't do that.
I did.
That
It was a hard bar.
That was a bar. That was a bar.
It was random
It was a bar.
as fuck.
Yeah, it was a bar.
in the
Shout out
middle of that
QC,
scheme.
Pretty sure I made PMs like it's past noon.
Good bar.
Mm.
Good
Pretty
bar.
good bar.
Good bar.
Yeah.
I promise.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's about a 7.
That's
not
a good
bad.
bar.
Seven
That's
is-
good.
Seven's pretty good.
7? That's a
want a
good.
10.
That's you were making.
Maybe
That's like being number 3.
That's like being number 3.
It's not bad.
It's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? That landed cool. That was dope. It wasn't the greatest bar, but it was a bar.
Also, you can date people and not fuck them.
That which was
Okay,
what we were talking
I
about. from the
believe
beginning.
that.
Yeah,
But
see, again,
you think Drake
that's
didn't
exactly.
You think Drake fucked every single girl that he's ever dated?
Yes.
Yes. And I think every single girl he dated wanted to fuck him.
True.
All right, but even like no beard, just mildly TV actor famous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, please be fucking for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Even a little bit of
I mean, he was getting it's the level of woman that he gets now.
Yeah.
I mean, back then it was a little different, but he was of course. Like if you're wherever you're from, your neighborhood, if you're actively like on a TV show,
He was a
girls
child
are gonna
star.
like you. Like that's just
That's
what
true.
it is. Now it's
I
the
like Drake when
caliber
he's
of
on
women.
TV.
Like of course the caliber has changed as
Yeah.
he's became who he is, but
He was getting thespian pussy at that time.
yeah, it's just levels.
Which is why
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad at Maul for not being a method actor and showing up here in a wheelchair. I thought for like the rest of podcasting, you would have to stay in
We
the wheelchair.
should have had him done this episode in a wheelchair.
Because I shot you.
Wheelchair himmy.
You're paralyzed now.
he
Wheelchair
shot me
hit
with it was a water gun.
No, it wasn't.
No, you can see the
but
blood.
in your mind, whatever it was, like, all right, cool. I'm just telling you, it was a water gun. It's all good. But we did get a lot of good music this weekend. I guess we could say, wait. Before we do that, Halle Berry had some things to say about the cover art for the
Corny.
single.
Corny on who's
You call her corny?
Yes.
How?
How?
She doesn't even own that photo.
She doesn't own the.
But he asked her to use it.
There's mad photos of you that you don't own that you don't like. So
Of course, but it's unfortunately I've agreed that I don't own that photo. So
No. Well,
Okay, but well,
although she doesn't own
wait,
that
wait.
photo.
Nickelodeon should be mad at Drake for using something
Although
without
she doesn't
permission.
own the photo, he reached out to her. So that's what makes it.
he reached out to her and
foul.
asked, and
Oh,
she
and
said no, and he still put it out.
Swag.
So what?
He was like, for all the dogs,
Slimed her
put it out.
It's a dog move.
That is a
Yeah.
dog.
He's
move.
staying in character.
And she said that was a fuck you to me, and I agree. If you
No,
would have just put
I
it
didn't
out
know
and
that
never
part. I'm sorry.
asked,
But yeah. All right, that changes things. I thought she was just mad that he used the photo. I'm like, you don't even.
Yo, you
that's
know
not your
how,
photo.
You know how crazy it is to wake up and know that you pissed Halle Berry off.
That's kind of
Like, you know, you got to be in life where Halle Berry is actively on the internet responding to people, saying how much like you like hurt her and disappointed her after she told you no. Like that's just a different level of
swag.
yo. I'm on a whole nother. Like Halle Berry is upset at me right now.
and she's literally the sweetest. Like Halle Berry's like second coming of like her joining Twitter and her just showing her personality.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Halle.
Now here's where
Now you guys know how Eric Benet feels every day of his life.
here's where the real ball comes in. At do we think that Drake gets Halle Berry for a video after this?
Probably.
I hope so.
This might be a rollout
I
in
think
itself.
he'll make amends.
Because like everyone has their own preferences, but what's wrong with this photo?
Fam.
No, nothing is wrong with
She's
the
covered
photo.
in
I mean,
slime.
what,
But even
what Halle
if the
Berry's-
song wasn't alluding that slime was something else, slime you out.
I know, but it's just a weird ass.
Well,
that was Halle Berry's thing. She said that she wasn't sure
What
what
it meant.
slime you out was. She was like, well,
Yeah.
what does slime you out mean?
Is this a Pornhub thing?
Like, yeah, she just was like making sure, like, what is my image being attached to? That's all. Like, and I can understand that.
I get that too.
I don't know what the song is. What does slime you out mean? I'm not sure what that term means.
What
Like,
does that mean?
slime you out
Doing me
means
dirty.
yeah, doing you dirty, basically.
Which he did. He did that to Halle Berry.
Yeah.
See,
He kept true
see?
to the
Go.
kept true to the title.
Go genius. Drake criticized grown-ups who have childish tendencies because the slime was for
Mm.
children.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yikes.
Go Drake and genius.
Oh, and SZA is the opposite. The
Yeah, she feels like she's
juxtaposition.
being slimed out, done wrong by a partner.
This is Shakespearean now.
Place.
This song might be the best Drake song of all time.
Also, he didn't use it for the official single album artwork, by the way.
He
No,
wanted
it
So
was
on,
just
on all DSPs, it's not there, but he did post it on IG.
social media.
and social, yeah. So I
Yeah.
understand it's still a problem, but
I think that
Legal-wise.
I think he makes amends and Halle forgives all and she does a video.
He slimes her out.
he did.
He did slime her out.
Y'all ever got slimed out?
Yes.
Yes, every man has been
For
slimed
sure.
out before.
Yes, I've been slimed out.
Shout out.
Not even being at number 3.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Sliming out number like 15 is evil.
Oh, that's
Like,
probably the
why
easiest
you
one,
sliming?
though.
Like I'm not even up there.
Because why would I slime out one? I want to keep him around.
Exactly.
Of course, I'm gonna slime out 15.
Yeah, but like, why would you even have that much feelings to slime 15?
Women don't have feelings. Rory.
To do someone dirty, you have to have some. Well, that's yeah, you're right. I take it back. Answer my question.
Yeah.
Women have no feelings.
I feel like more over there. Think about the girl that slimed him out. He was quiet.
What was her name?
No, I mean when you asked the
It
question,
was
I
Michelle, wasn't it?
thought about her. Who?
You look like a Michelle hurt you.
Mm.
Nah, Brandy.
Mm.
Not a
Gertrude.
Brandy.
Kelly?
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
I don't think I've ever even dated a Kelly.
Cadet Kelly. No, you
Cadet
don't get
Kelly.
that reference.
A
Never mind.
Disney Channel show.
It's
Yeah, you're not
it's
gonna-
an old Disney
Yeah, listen,
movie.
keep your.
It's not a gay. It's nothing. It's just an
Keep
old
your-
movie.
Okay. But more good music, more great music came out over the weekend. This Puff album. Now, Rory, I will say this. Before this album came out, you may have had the best R&B album this year.
Oh.
You, Maida, Jazzy had a great album this year. Victoria Monet.
Cleo Soul that came out as well, but we'll get to that. Incredible album.
This Love album though.
It's fucking incredible.
Puff, first of all, just thank you to still being somebody that pays attention to what the art of album making is. Puff has literally, because we obviously know people in the industry, he literally took years to make this album. Took his time with it, lived it. Remember when he had that yacht off the coast in Italy for a month or two? I saw some girls I know on IG. I was like, hey, I know that pool.
For the long time pod fans, when I talked about London pressing me about Mal 4 years ago, 5 years ago, that was at a love session. That was for this album.
Yeah.
So he took his time and it showed. It would just be my fucking luck though that
Puff
puts out an R&B compilation album the year I do.
No,
when was the last R&B compilation?
This is
Of course, in 2023, Puff has to make the best fucking album ever.
This is
Yeah, you should
no.
not be, bro.
And listen, and you put together a really, really good album.
Thank you for making
a
me
really
feel
good
good.
album.
But
it's just it's another.
well, there's like a $5 million budget difference.
No, that's all. It's just a
I funded my project myself.
no, and you did a great job.
And I owe a lot of back taxes.
Listen,
so I could only spend so much
listen,
money.
you did a great fucking job.
You're the 3 in the situation.
You did a great job.
Puff's
You know, I'll be able to recoup my album by probably next week.
really?
Great.
That's a big, like, I'm applauding myself.
Oh my
I know that was a side tangent, but I got that call. That's rare.
That's great.
Like, that blew me away.
Yeah, that's
like,
great.
you're about to recoup. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
I thought I was going to recoup in like 2 years.
No, listen.
Congrats,
so
Rory.
The album is amazing. The project is amazing.
That's my own. If
But I'm
artists
just-
want to talk shit, that's
I'm-
the first
I'm-
stat I'm bringing up. When did you
This is
recoup?
cushion. This is cushion
hold
for the
that.
fall right here, though. I'm just laying out some cushion. Great album.
Thank you.
You did your thing.
But I don't have the best Justin Bieber song ever.
But this Love album,
It's so good.
it's just a complete, just to me, a classic project. This may be Puff's. We love Last Train to Paris, but this to me may be Puff's best album.
So what you're saying initially is that me and Puff saved R&B this year.
Victoria
Sounds
Monet's there, Maida's there. You definitely are there. There's been some really good R&B this year. And I know people, when Puff was saying R&B is dead, that was disrespectful to guys like Brent and Bryce.
It was rollout shit.
And Eric
Yeah.
Bellinger. There's a lot of good R&B out there.
But knowing he had this in the tuck, I kind of like that strategy.
No, it's great because he delivered a great project.
Yeah.
Now, if he did all of that and the album was terrible, then it's like, all right, you did all of that and then you put out a bullshit R&B album. But this album, from the first track, you hear the dream, you just know what you're in for. This is a complete masterpiece, a complete fucking great R&B sound, R&B features. Like Rory said, the Justin Bieber record is amazing. The record with Jacquees and
He got
and
Sway Lee back on his
Fab.
shit.
The Sway Lee record sounds great.
Jasmine Sullivan sounds fucking incredible. I love hearing her on that sound too. Like, I'm so happy Puff didn't go an obvious route with so many of these artists on the sound.
Yeah.
The Kehlani
Like-
Ty Dolla record.
Hard.
Because typically, like with this, and I'm not even saying in a Khaled way, but in general, when you have a shit ton of money and access to features, you put people on what's obvious and what's worked already.
Yeah.
I'm happy he didn't give Jasmine an obvious Jasmine Sullivan beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I had ever heard Jasmine's falsetto before.
Yo,
It was beautiful.
That song is so fucking
No,
good.
this is, but we give Puff his flowers all the time. Easily one of the greatest ears that we've ever
Ever.
had in music. One of the greatest producers we've ever had in music. But I just think that he really, really lived this project. Like he really lived it. He took his time with every single record. And this is a great album, man. I listened to this all weekend
Same.
and I was just like amazed that he was still able to produce this type of R&B. And because you kind of fall victim to the times you're in
Mhm.
when you're creating. You try to, please the people and what seems to be popular at the moment, what people seem to want at the moment. I think Puff did a great job in filling a void as far as like just with R&B.
Of R&B compilation albums.
Yeah, like he just kind of filled, yeah.
I'm messing
Not
with
the
you.
void, but like this felt like an old R&B album.
Yeah.
This felt like an album that came out in the late 90s. And And again, man, this is what every artist should look at when they're talking about creating an album. This is the epitome and the definition of an album. Now he has one little skit in there that he had that kind of was like, I said, Puff, he said, I think he asked her something like, did he have a man or something?
Yeah.
And he was like, and she said, I don't know what she said, but she answered. He's like, good, because things would go left real quick. I was like, wait, Puff, hold on.
I like
What she was about
I thought it was hilarious.
If that wasn't her answer. Like, I was like, I don't know if Puff thought this shit was recording when he said that. Like, he said, yeah, that's good, because shit could go left real quick. I was like, where is it gonna go? Like, that was my only thing on the album. I was like, okay, that was a little crazy, but overall, the Love album, great fucking album, great R&B, great songs. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do a great job with the visuals for some of these records as well.
I was already a huge Jazzy fan.
She's the best kept secret right now.
I think Jazzy has potential to be one of those ones. Like,
oh no, she is.
She's
To
probably
me, she already is.
right now.
Her album
Might be my favorite new. Like, I just want to see where her career goes because I think she's so talented. She shined on an album with a bunch of legends.
Yeah,
like that's hard.
her album, her pen.
She's incredible.
Jazzy is just amazing, an amazing talent, and I know Puff. She may be the reason why Puff got that love of really creating this type of R&B album again. I know Puff heard some of the shit she was writing and was like, damn, like you are an artist I would have had in the 90s for sure. So shout out to Puff, shout out to everybody that worked on the project. I know there's a lot of people that did.
Can I get my flowers though on my weekend prediction?
On the song with The Weeknd?
Oh my God.
I told you The Weeknd would just be on some sample.
That sucks.
They put.
I don't mind Weeknd.
drums.
All right, if you're gonna put Weeknd on a sample, Phil Collins drums makes a lot of sense, especially with the sound. I just like, I love French and I love 21, but
They should have just.
I didn't need.
that was literally my only critique of that entire album.
Yeah, I didn't need the French
Everything else
verse
is flawless
on that song. I didn't need the French
that
verse
was
on
bad.
that song. But the song is good though.
The Weeknd was good.
The song
I
is
can't listen through that verse.
Yeah, it just sonically just didn't mesh well to me. And I'm nobody, but that's just I'm a consumer, so that's just my point of view on it. But overall, great fucking album, man. This is a really, really great album. So shout out to Puff for creating another masterpiece to his legacy.
And I do want to get back to R&B in a second with the Chris Brown Tinashe debacle, but I want to give a congrats and a thank you to Hit Boy and Nas for giving us 6 albums in fucking like 2 years. Magic 3, my favorite out of all the Magics.
I'm gonna go a step further. I think this is the best album they did.
King's
Really?
Disease 2 is probably my favorite as of now.
Same.
But I don't know, man. This Magic 3 shit is different.
This Magic 3, first of all, happy birthday, Nas, because this is what this album represents, half a century.
That's cool.
And it's just dope to watch somebody that you grew up with that's now like 50 years old and still look as cool, still be as on top of his game as Nas is. I think it's a great example to all of us that getting older is cool.
And a perfect example of how hip-hop can age as well.
How hip-hop can age and you can still not lose your relevancy. You can still not lose your edge. You can still not lose your craft.
This is saying a lot. Some of the best beats I've heard from Hit Boy 2 are on Magic 3.
No,
He went crazy. He's getting better.
This is my favorite album from them. Out of the 6 that they did, to me, Magic 3 is the best album. It's just dope to see the bridge of, the younger producer versus the legacy act of a rapper, what they were able to produce with these 6 albums and how the time period that they did it. None of these projects sound alike, and it's literally the same 2 people, working, the same producer, same artist.
Yeah.
It's just amazing what they can do. And this is why people
Wayne sounds incredible.
Another great Wayne
It's like
Wayne
fucking
verse.
crazy that Wayne is still this good.
But this is why people say the artists of today, I know people like to say, oh, they just hating on the younger generation, it's that. But here's an artist, here's a rapper who's been in the game 30 years, maybe a little longer than 30 years.
91.
he's still able to make an album that is better than any album any of these new guys have put out.
I'm gonna sound like that old guy now, but it's fucking proof. Look what Puff and Nas put out.
Yeah.
I'm not the old guy that says get off my lawn, but like look at the example of the difference between people that really take a craft seriously versus people that take it as a lick, which is most artists now.
Most artists now are hustlers. They're just
they're great at it.
Yeah.
But
and
look
I'm not
at
mad.
the fucking difference of Puff and Nas that are both 50 plus
And what they're able to produce.
and still make it sound relevant to this time with actual care and putting out actual music.
Yeah.
So I get it. I'll sound like the old hater, but I think this weekend was a perfect example of why some of us old haters have a point.
It's just a different level of taste and a different level of skill.
And care.
And care. Pay attention to detail.
Everything.
You know, Nas is one of those artists, they you know, you could tell who pays attention to detail. You could tell which producers pay attention to detail, which producers love what they're doing and have always dreamt of doing. Like, you know that Hit Boy has always dreamt of working with Nas. He's always had beats that he created where he was like, damn, if I could get Nas on this. Because for them to produce this volume of work, not just the volume, but the quality at this level, tells you that Hit Boy has been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
He's been waiting for this moment to sit down and work on an album with a rapper like, or an artist like Nas.
Yeah, and Puff being able to put someone like a young Jazzy on this album. It just, you can just see who cares and who doesn't. Like,
yeah, it's just a
those
different
two
level
projects
of
I heard, I was like,
detail.
these aren't coming and going.
No.
This is music that's staying.
Yeah.
I can't say that about most of the new artists when they just put albums.
It doesn't, you don't have no real attachment to the music. It's like, okay, you listen to it just because you want to hear what's going on, but it doesn't, a lot of the stuff now doesn't sit with you. It doesn't stay with you. It's for the moment. It's like, okay, cool. But that's just the difference with, like you said, artists like Puff and Nas. Both of these gentlemen being 50 plus years old, being in the game as long as they have been and still able to produce at this level is just amazing. And it's a nod to just the culture of hip hop that we can age gracefully and still be relevant and still be excellent in what we do.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Some other shit happened with Chris Brown. I saw people, whenever you see Chris Brown trending, I'm like, oh shit, like what happened now? And I see Tinashe had, she did an interview somewhere and she spoke about regretting having songs with R. Kelly and Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Now I've spoken on Chris Brown on here before. I've praised him for being a amazing talent, an amazing artist. I've also said, he's made mistakes when he was younger that, no man should make. You should not, any man that puts his hands on women is a sucker. You're weak. There's no two ways about that. That's just what it is. Now, when you're 19, 20 years old and you make a mistake, is it fair to hold that person to that mistake for the rest of their lives? I guess depending on what the mistake is, how severe the mistake is.
Was after this.
What the behavior was after that. You pay attention to conduct and maturity and things like that. I know aside from, the whole Rihanna situation, I think Demaris did put me on to, he had a situation with Karrueche as well. That I didn't even know about that one.
I told Demaris some of that too.
So clearly this is somebody who has a history that has some moments where it's moments of weakness, moments of immaturity, moments of, things that no man should ever do. But is it fair to keep holding that to his name every time his name comes up?
But nobody even brought that up though. Nobody said that. Outside of the fans. Tinashe didn't say that.
Say what?
She didn't say that she was embarrassed to have done a song with Chris Brown. She said she was embarrassed to have done a song with R. Kelly. Her direct quote about the Chris song was, Chris was their biggest artist that they had on rhythmic radio at the time. And to me, I was like, well, this is a pop song, so I really don't feel like we should put Chris on it. That doesn't compute to me. That's what she said.
Oh, well then fuck the headlines. Because, then...
No, but she's saying she
I thought she said she regretted doing the song.
She was saying she didn't she's not happy that she worked with Chris.
Yeah, because it didn't make sense to her at the time. She never said because of any other reason. For R. Kelly,
oh, okay, well, then maybe it got caught up in that. Maybe that was her reason and why she didn't work with him. But it got caught up like, oh, I didn't work with. I regret working with him because of his past. I thought that's what that whole thing was.
No, Chris Brown watched a headline and decided to start
fuck that. That aside,
women because of a headline.
That aside, how long do we crucify Chris Brown for the incident with Rihanna when he was, I believe, 19 or 20?
Nobody's
I don't-
crucifying him.
No, I'm saying if they are, like, how long do we crucify him for that?
I don't think that goes away.
Yeah,
It's a stain that
doesn't.
doesn't
It's forever to
stay.
stay.
And honestly,
it stays forever.
it shouldn't. I'm not saying people can't be forgiven or people can't change. I'm not saying that by any means, but it is always there.
Yeah. That's one of those.
It's there.
That's one of those things that no matter what happens when you walk in the room, people are gonna think about that.
Now, I do think because Joyner Lucas defended his guy and went on long rants and put himself into it. I don't even really particularly care to talk about that, but a point that he was saying, I do kind of agree with, and I've been guilty on this podcast of doing it. Like, just bringing negativity to Chris Brown for no reason when he does pretty much just mind his fucking business at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Chris rarely throws himself into stuff.
Yeah.
That I'm aware of. I'm sure you guys will be on Twitter. You'll show me a bunch of stuff that I'm not aware of, but people do just kind of put a lot of negativity on Chris Brown when he does mind his business.
It's interesting only because
Like out of nowhere. Like
we know what happened, and just like we know, everybody else knows. And it's amazing to see an artist like Chris Brown still continue to tour and sell out these arenas with people filled with them that they all know what happened as well. So is it a thing like when people are like, okay, we know what happened, but he was young. We forgave him for that because obviously we're still supporting him if we're in the arena buying tickets to his show, which means we still support him. We remember what he did. We didn't forget about that. But it does get to a point where it's like this person made a mistake when they were a teenager, 19, 20, whatever. And we'll never forget it, but can we move past it?
I can see separating music from a person. It's not your business. You could just like entertainment. What they do
I
on
don't think nobody's
Tinashe
ever
working with
separating R.
someone,
Kelly.
now you're working with them. It's different.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know if anybody's ever doing that.
When
with
I
R.
was-
Kelly after this, I don't.
Let me tell you how many the black aunties, baby, still fuck with R. Kelly. They blame the girls, they blame the parents. I know so many. My little sister blasts R. Kelly every day and said, "I'm never stop playing R. Kelly." Like dead ass.
Well, we
There
know
are
that. We know
so
that.
many
But
people.
we know that selective politicking is a thing. People are gonna feel away about who they feel away about, depending on how they feel about that person.
Exactly. So
That's
that's,
just
what
what
you
it
saying.
is.
You don't think people could separate the artist from the Yes, the fuck they can.
I just think R. Kelly would have a different type of time.
Did you
Like,
watch the Surviving R. Kelly doc? Did you see the footage of when he
It
was
got-
going into court? All those people that were outside were not protesting. They were supporting.
Yeah, but
They were there to support Robert Kelly.
I
They
know.
write him letters daily.
I understand. I know that there's people that, you know, they will actively support people that have been found guilty of doing some crazy. I mean, the fucking Ted Bundy thing. Women were actively writing him letters,
But Ted, I mean,
sitting
look
in
at him, he's so
panties and shit like that. It's like, okay, you know, he killed.
He's a
like,
lady killer.
Yeah, like he's like you're still sending him panties and pictures. So we know that people will, you know, they'll stand on the side depending on how much they like a person or, you know, how they feel about it. Me personally, I think that R. Kelly would never be performing on any award show again.
No, of course
Not
course not.
those levels of thing, but he could do.
And here's the thing. I can see a world. Imagine R. Kelly gets out, which is never going to happen. And he wanted to do a tour. I can see the Garden being like, no.
But
But he could sell out the Garden if the Garden allowed him to perform there. For sure. Like without a question.
Mm-hmm.
He could do a couple nights.
This is a sick world we live in.
Ain't it?
Like, because he should really be thrown away to the fucking lions forever.
I agree.
Never hear from him again.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we can sit here and say, yo, he could still sell out the Garden if the Garden would let him have the date.
Yeah.
That's insane.
People are
Sell it out a couple
That's
times.
insane. That's insane.
He could do the Barclays MSG shit. Barclays for 1 week, MSG the other.
He got the catalog for it for sure.
They are showing up in abundance
That's
for
fucked up,
fucking
man.
R. Kelly. Like,
So this whole Chris Brown thing, obviously we know that people will select and choose who they support and who they don't support, no matter what they do.
he
So-
was on stage singing to 10,000 people, Who Wants to Come Back to America with Robert, and they all said me. Recently, right before he went to jail.
Yeah.
They all said, I want to come back with
Now
you,
you're
Robert.
right. It's you know, and that's where it's fucked up for people like me that are so like hard ass stand on shit. Like where it's like I'm not fucking with that because you'll find yourself standing on something like what he did. Nah, fuck him. And then you be the only one at the fuck him party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure.
And then you like, yo, do y'all know what this dude like? Now I'm the hater. Now I'm the nigga that's still trying to rehash old shit, bring shit up. It's like, yo, but this person did something that if anybody did that to one of our relatives, it would be like, yo, we might kill him when we see him.
And you know what's fucked up? And I know a lot of people would be scared in the music industry to have this conversation. That Chris Brown stain, when people have that stance, it's only because we know about it. Behind the scenes, there are plenty of fucking rappers and singers that we know.
Oh, yeah.
Not saying I hang out or fuck with them, that we know that have beat women. And mad people fuck with them because no one know, because the public doesn't know.
There's also
and they will say like, okay, I can't fuck with Chris Brown. But bro, you know your man has hit that girl, but because the world doesn't know it,
it's selective politicking.
But not only that, like there is obviously the bigger the artist, the more successful you are, the people want to target those people. Like it's if we find out about this, that you did that, let's get them. It's like the herd mentality. And not to say he's a smaller artist, but Uzi hit his girl, and that was like a weak topic. People were like, "Yeah."
Was it a week? It was a day.
But I'm saying like it was like a. But I'm if Uzi was say an artist to the level of Chris, I think.
Well, you said the name. That was the first name that was in my head that I didn't.
Yeah,
like first one.
I mean, all these dudes, Uzi,
one that knocked his baby mother teeth
Kodak.
out.
Fucking like there's so many all these dudes and yeah, you're right, behind closed doors they're beating the shit out of these women.
And matter of fact, all the label people that post black squares and that they're all amazing, they're the ones behind the scenes trying to make sure we forget that those things happen.
They throw away all those court cases.
Yeah, but again, it's fucked up because on one hand you got people that don't play that shit at all. That's like, I'm not fucking with this person. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, but when you are that person, people basically isolate themselves from you now, and you like the outcast.
Yeah.
Like everybody's continuously fucking with this dude that did some crazy, horrendous shit to somebody. And you looking at everybody like, yo, wait, so everybody's fucking with him? So now, again, it's just crazy how things just turn. And then now all of a sudden you looked at as the fucking weirdo.
I'll go a step further. It's tough to even be in the music industry with morals and standards. I'm not even talking business-wise. I'm talking just straight morals. Because artists are very difficult people. I'm not excusing their mistakes, but drugs and artist brain tends to lend itself for violence against women, insane mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And to work in the music industry, you have to just deal with artists. So you have to, how do you even work in it if you have that extreme stand? If I have a roster of artists, there's a high percentage just based off history that 85% of these people will make a mistake that is kind of unforgivable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I try.
So you can't work in the music. And that's when I watch some of these like label execs and people like try to act like they're these high moral I'm like, how you can't. You work in the music industry.
That's why I said it all depends on the person. It depends on people will select and choose, and then some people just have like, no, this applies to any and everybody. I don't fuck with this. I'm not cool with that. So if anybody else is on any side of the fence with that, I'm not one of those people. I'm not gonna pick and choose because he or she is successful and they have money. So yeah, fuck it. I know they did that, but fuck it, I'm still cool with them. No, wrong is wrong all the way across the board.
And I mean, I'm not gonna shoot bail to record execs and people that work in the music industry based off what I said, but it also sucks that some guy that works a regular job also probably has coworkers that have done heinous and disgusting things and has to work with them. It just sucks that music gets the most attention and the most fame, and you have to have a more public moral standing when you're in the light. But every day somebody goes to a fucking factory to work and it works with 7 people that probably beat up their wife.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't look at them as like a terrible human being because they're working with them. They have a fucking job to do and it is what it is. But we just expect more from the entertainment world. Not excusing anyone of anything, but that also sucks that the record exec has to feel like they have some moral high ground when the guy that works at a fucking ad agency probably works with a cokehead that just hit a woman.
Yeah, but when you assume the role of a public persona in the music space, that is like as an artist, you're assuming like a personality that's reflective and can influence people. I'm not saying it's like if you're hitting a girl, if you're doing all the drugs, all that shit, it's all bad across the board. But the guy that's doing that on Wall Street isn't also touring the country and crowd facing. He's doing the office
He's
shit,
behind the scenes.
going home behind the behind closed doors kind of shit.
But
Artists-
we're the only ones that in hip hop and R&B that think that the label guys should be forward facing. They're behind the scenes.
Mhm.
We just for some reason, I don't know, it was when Puff started dancing all in the videos, but like that's just strictly a hip hop thing. Nowhere else in the world does the executives and the workers behind the scene have any notoriety or even want to be heard from the public.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the biggest rock execs is now the biggest hip hop, Jimmy Iovine. Like
Right.
I can't really think outside of a few names who's the A&R at a rock label that's like famous.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So we did that. So no, they didn't sign up to be forward facing. We just made that. Like
yeah, but there's value in that. I don't think I get it. You're not the artist, but I think there's value in people becoming personalities independent of the art. Like it only strengthens
Punch is a great example of someone that I think should be forward facing. I love his opinions. Extremely intelligent guy that can offer a lot to the public as far as what the industry is doing. I cannot name a Punch in any other genre of music, any other genre of entertainment. That just doesn't exist. I don't know who the K-pop Punch is.
What's up with Sean K-pop, man?
Scooter Braun, but not for reasons that he wants to be. Like, I feel like every time his name gets brought up, it's obviously for a negative thing. But
that was because Justin Bieber bled so far into the hip hop world. And he started with JD as a party promoter.
I mean, I guess, but like
Scooter Braun, whether we like it or not, is hip hop.
But I did with the Taylor Swift and Ariana side of things as well. I'm just saying his name only gets brought up when it's on some negative shit. Like the way since I guess there was like that period where he was looked at as like the guy.
Yeah, cool for a long time.
Yeah.
Scooter was.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't even think Scooter's looked at that bad right now.
He's not. I mean, when people see him, they kind of know like, oh,
this Taylor thinks
you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like just because she's one of the biggest artists in the world, and they know how she feels about him. But other than that, I think it's still the same.
Yeah, I don't know how we got on that long tangent, but I enjoyed the conversation. Speaking of music, before we get to voicemails, one of my favorite New Music Fridays. I was overwhelmed and so happy that I was overwhelmed that I didn't know what to listen to first. Cleo Soul's album Heaven is incredible. Terrace Martin, Alex Isley put out a single that's incredible. Ombre put out a great record. Majid Jordan's back. Like Doja Cat did her West Side Gun song that I think is great. It was just a great New Music Friday.
A lot of good music come out. Is that like a fourth quarter thing? Save the best for the fourth quarter?
It used to be. Remember like when everyone would wait for Christmas?
Yeah, but I'm saying, is it
back?
Yeah. Is it back?
Probably.
It's technically not the fourth quarter yet though.
But these releases that were all the people that put out singles are pretty much going to come out in the fourth quarter. I consider October the fourth quarter, no?
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah.
September's the fourth quarter.
The label calendars aren't traditional.
No.
They're a little staggered. It's weird. It is the fourth quarter.
It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
A lot of good music, a lot of good singles, a lot of good artists dropping right now. And Johnathan Majors is doing his best.
Cleaning up the streets?
Cleaning up the streets, cleaning up his rap sheet.
Only Johnathan Majors can dead the Offset and Kenny beef.
Yeah, this was like the most random. We thought that years ago, remember when Chance the Rapper saved that guy from a burning car?
Yes.
We thought that was random. Seeing Johnathan Majors, who is, the villain in Creed 3, just pop out of nowhere and just break up a fight between
wearing that hat.
Wearing that hat.
They said the kids thought he was a time traveler.
Why he dressed like a paper boy?
The kids thought he was a time traveler. He just came out of nowhere?
Yeah. To break up the fight.
The fact that this kid's still trying to go through Johnathan to get to the other kid's hilarious.
Is that his car parked right there with the door open? That white Jeep? Like, did he jump out of that car and run across the street to break up this fight?
I mean, the streets never sleep.
I think so.
Gotta be on your toes.
Johnathan, I hear you, man.
Some real life Batman shit.
Do you like this as like a rollout?
Breaking up kid fights? Yeah, sure.
I mean, he's
what if one of those girls was like, Creed kicked your ass? like nobody knew that was Johnathan Majors?
Probably not.
Also, shout out to the person filming on a laptop.
That is wild.
Look at that.
Yeah. Well,
This was good though. Nice little scrap, and then it got broken up.
That kid was getting washed.
Yeah, he was.
Are these girls fighting?
I'm not sure.
I don't think
like
so.
girls.
They better be girls throwing punches like that. Yeah, those are girls.
Oh yeah. That was definitely a girl.
That was a girl punch.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a sick, especially because they're.
Somebody should yell and cut. Johnathan would be like, all right, that was great. Let's do that again.
Yeah, they said it was staged.
It looks like it.
If that was staged, I feel for the girl that was on the ground. That's a method actor.
Yeah,
She's got her ass whooped.
Yeah. She has a future.
You've got mail.
All right, voicemails. Listen, Julian, you've been trying to do a decent job at
trying,
vetting these
man.
things, man. And hopefully we have something good. We had a decent one last week.
Okay, I don't want to bring the mood down. This one's really sad, but it's touching. Pause. You'll see.
I hope they weren't touched.
Yo, it's your boy Cliff out of Texas, East Texas to be specific. I wouldn't be a Texan if I didn't shout out my region. But shout out to y'all boys, man. NewRoryNMal, Demaris, Eddin, Julian, Yomi, the whole crew, man. Been a big fan of the pod for a long time. But I really don't need any advice. I just kind of want to give a shout out if I can. It's going to take a hard left right here, y'all, but y'all just hang on with me. Just, hang tight with me. But me and my wife, we just lost our first kid at 30 weeks. And, man, it's been the craziest experience of my life. I've experienced, loss before, but it's a different feeling. It's a different loss, and, we stand strong in what we believe, and we know that, she's dancing in the clouds right now, and we're at peace with what's going on. But I just want to shout out my wife, man. Just her strength and her just her strength through this whole process. I can't wrap my head around it. I'm just like blown away and astonished by it. And I just want to figure out a way to just shout her out. She's a big fan of the pod. She loves Demaris. But I just want to figure out a dope way to just kind of just like shout her out. And tell her how much I love her and how much I admire her strength. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Aaron. I love you.
Shout out to Aaron.
Shout out to Aaron. Cliff, thank you for that.
No, it took a lot to do. So
yeah, continued prayers and condolences to you and your family on the loss of your daughter. That's never something, losing kids and losing a baby is always some of the toughest things that parents have. Your parents always say, I don't want to bury my children. I want my children to bury me. So for you to have to bury your baby is a different level of pain that I can't even imagine. So just continue prayers and strength to you and your family. And shout out to your wife for being strong and, being what a great woman is. And yeah, thank y'all for supporting the pod and again, continue prayers to y'all.
yeah, love to Cliff and Aaron. Hopefully one day we see you guys on the road and we can have some fun.
What kind of fun?
I don't know. That fucks me up, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you played it because I'm happy that Cliff reached out. If he fucks with the pod and felt comfortable sharing that with us, I think that shows an extreme amount of strength. I love how selfless.
Yeah.
Why he was doing it was for his wife. Like, it was beautiful. It just fucked me up.
I'm just fucking with Rory because I know he didn't know what to say.
I didn't know what
he
to
was
say at
so
all.
fucked up. He's like,
I'm trying to think, how do we cheer them up? I don't know.
No, I mean you just pray for them, man. That's all you can do. You know what I mean? Life happens. Life is going, do what it's going to do, and they sound like they've accepted it, and they sound like he sounds like he has a strong woman, and they have a strong faith in God and the decisions that God makes. So just continue prayers and blessings and strength to Cliff and Aaron.
And Aaron, you have an amazing partner. First thing he's thinking about in a situation he's also grieving with is you and making sure you feel better. So I think that was the beauty in that sad call.
Well, Aaron, thank you for listening. Thank you, Aaron and Cliff, for being supporters. We love you and we're praying for you. So keep your heads up because things do get better. It may not seem like it, but they will.
And I don't know if you want to take that I love you from Demaris that heavy because she said she loves everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. She did say that.
Yeah.
It's a cheap.
Well, I love Aaron specifically. I be lying to other people, but I mean it with her.
Okay.
You said you love Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know her.
We've been through this.
Don't lie to Aaron like that.
Yeah, like don't lie to her right now.
I do have love for her.
Fam, what?
Y'all are haters.
If Aaron walked in here right now, you wouldn't even know who she was.
But Aaron just said that he said that Aaron loves me. I can't love her back. I love my supporters and people who support me. I don't have many with this fucking podcast. So I appreciate
Because you speak for all women.
Yeah.
Reddit hates women.
Yeah. You haven't noticed that?
already?
It's not just our sub. Reddit in general hates
You want to know why Reddit hates women?
To get no pussy.
Wow.
I'm sure I'll get flack for that.
Yeah, but I mean, you fuck bitches though.
That's why I'm not on Reddit.
Wow.
Feel me?
You get pussy though.
Don't
scroll
pay
through
this beard
Reddit
for nothing.
Oh my God.
Do we have another voicemail?
Yeah, let's end on a lighter note.
Yeah.
This is a two-parter, so.
Oh, great.
Hey everyone, so basically I didn't get into dental school on my first try. I just reapplied with the stronger application, but the application process is lengthy. It's about a year and only 80 students get in. I know a majority of the students that got in last year and even the year before. So I have to say that I get spurts of FOMO every now and then. And I am confident with my life. I wouldn't switch it for anyone else's. And I guess I was just wondering how you guys deal with the fear of missing out. And another contrasting question that I had in mind was, if you had a snake bite on your neck, would you let anyone in the room suck the venom out?
This one he ain't got.
And pause, by the way. Peace.
Thank you for the pause.
You're supposed to say pause before you ask that question, but it's all
That was
good.
kind of.
That was the two-parter?
Yeah. How do you guys deal with FOMO, and would you suck venom out?
FOMO is not a real thing for me.
FOMO's
real.
for you.
It's real. Oh, for you. Yeah.
I don't give a... Because you know why? Every time I feel like I miss something, the next time I go to that same type of event, I'm like, this is why I don't come to this type of shit.
Well, his FOMO's a little different because it's a career that he was really pursuing, and he's watching all his like dentist friends start their career.
His is wholesome.
Yeah. He's gonna have teeth.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gonna go on to become a dentist, and he's gonna start cleaning mouths and be like, "This is what I really wanted to like."
Yes, that's what he really wants to do.
I don't want to sound corny and cliche, but I do believe in timing. Like, it may just
that was
be
corny and
stars align.
You don't though. Like sometimes you're not meant to have.
I believe in timing. Yes,
you're not meant to have certain things because you're not ready for them. And I think there's a world where this was the purpose. Like he'll get into dental school and he'll be a great dentist, but at that time. It's just not ready for it now.
Yeah. I'm with him though. Like as someone that
it would suck, don't get me wrong, but that's a way to view it. That perspective. Like, all right, it just wasn't for me now. Let me put my head down, focus. And
it'll happen
now I have more time to figure out exactly maybe I don't even want to be a dentist. Maybe there's other things that you can go through with the time that you have now that you're not going to school with your peers.
He'll be a dentist in due time.
I agree.
I went through that.
You want to be a dentist?
I wanted to be a
mouse.
psychiatrist. I wanted to be a psychiatrist, and I was in school, and because I fucking hate you guys so much.
That's wholesome.
Yeah, whole.
So
you want to be a psychiatrist?
You wanted to be a psychiatrist?
You wanted to be with brains.
I wanted to be a It's funny. It's funny.
I'm running. No, it's psychiatrist. You wanted to write
Palmer over here.
You want to be able to write prescriptions.
Again,
imagine Demaris writing prescriptions.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Imagine you going to a therapist and Demaris walks in the office and sits down.
I'd be addicted to Adderall if Demaris was a psychiatrist.
Wait, I'm sorry, Demaris.
I'd have a fentanyl addiction if that was the case.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
You dress like a blue chew.
Anyway, I wanted to be a psychiatrist, and because of some family stuff, I had to drop out of school, and I ended up going when I eventually went back. I was so upset, and I watched all my friends graduate earlier than me, and I was so heartbroken. I felt like a failure and all of these things. And then it comes to turn out I don't even want to be a psychiatrist. I ended up in media, getting a degree in media communications, and here I am. And my career wouldn't have gone that way, and I wouldn't be sitting here with you fucks, unfortunately, had I just stayed in psychiatry school. Actually, you know what, sir? Fight harder to get in.
This is the greatest job you've ever had in your life. Don't lie to yourself.
You think so?
This is the greatest job you've ever had in your life.
Okay.
Listen, to Demaris' point too, like
that pain.
When I was at Def Jam with Shot Money and he moved to LA, and I wasn't able to move to LA at that point for finances, family, just wasn't that. I was fucking devastated.
Mm-hmm.
And I think had I done that, I may have ended up staggering my own growth and would have been like a label guy.
Or you'd have been a 60 Crip.
That too.
Yeah.
Well, he has red hair, so.
Yeah, that might be.
Oh yeah, you might need to go. Yeah, you'd have to,
I would dye it blue.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
That'd be nice.
But yeah,
Rory walk around and
sometimes
say who you with. I'm sorry.
You be Chet Hanks out there.
Who you with?
yes, I would be. I would be Chet Hanks.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes.
So yeah, and I'm so happy that I never made that move because I think I probably would have been successful in a bad way. Like I think I would have been great at that like real label shit, especially with Sha at the time. I'm happy it didn't happen because I found other passions and other ways in the music industry that fit better for me.
Yeah,
I would have went to LA and been a fucking amazing A&R. But I don't think that's what I would have wanted in retrospect now.
Listen,
And you
fuck all
wouldn't have
that. You think if a snake bites you in your neck, I would suck the
Well, that's what I really wanted to get
Wait,
to. Sha Money would, yes, he can suck the venom out of my neck.
I call Yomi. If we all get
Yo,
bit,
if you want to date Yomi,
Yo,
just
Yomi,
ask
if you
me,
want
bro.
smack him, you can.
Yomi would suck your
No,
neck?
I'm saying if Yomi got bit, I'm saying if
You wanna suck her
if
neck.
he's asking us in the room who we would help Venom out, I'm sucking the venom out of Yomi.
Yo, listen, you can't. Yomi works.
That's not HR. That's like
That is
love.
HR.
That is pretty.
That's
HR.
love.
Yeah.
No, that's you speaking from your loins. Calm your loins, relax.
All right, Eddin would suck it out of you.
Hey, nah. If he could say that shit, give him the fucking pause.
Eddin, would you not?
No, give him the pause.
Who would you pick?
Probably Demaris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My neck smells good. He knows that.
It's
Listen, if I get bit by a snake and any of y'all know how to get venom out, do what you need to do. Any of you.
If I get bit by a snake, it's just my time.
What if you get? What if you get?
Also,
you would let me suck your neck. Don't do that.
Who
let me
brought
go.
a snake into the studio?
Julian.
probably Julian.
Just
Yeah,
let me go.
Probably.
Just
He
let
was in
me
the
go.
plant.
Thought it was a fucking pet.
It's my time. Y'all can't stand in the way of
What if you
God's
get
will.
bit in the ass?
All right, I might have to go now.
People were saying that we needed an HR department after our last TikTok.
I
If you're
keep
not
telling you, I'm
following us
HR.
on TikTok.
Y'all
This is not bad.
We're
talk
gonna do a
to
part
us.
2 to that TikTok, by the way. We're gonna get some crazy shit off.
If you haven't seen our Pass the Phone TikTok, please go on our Instagram and TikTok and watch it, please.
Please don't.
Oh, while we're talking about socials, Drake commented on the Degrassi skit, guys.
Oh,
Did
did
he
he?
really?
Congrats.
He said congrats?
No, like he left like 16 like laughing emojis.
What the fuck?
Great.
Nice.
Not 16, sorry, 7.
6. Oh, damn it.
6. Damn, I wish he
It
dropped
wasn't 6. Oh,
I'm gonna pin the comment right
He's
now.
not staying true to brand. He
I'm
got
gonna-
he
I'm
got
gonna
it. Got to
pin
be
it.
6 left.
bad.
I get for like social media reasons, you do need to pin that comment.
I'm
but
definitely pinning it.
You're pin, that's
so corny.
Oh
that's
no,
gay.
you have to do it because you posted it.
That's gay.
Oh, guess it's never gonna happen now.
That's so gay.
No,
Guess it's never happening now.
You can't pin
Mine.
Drake's comment. Ew, what's wrong with you?
Part
Julian.
rollout.
If that was on the NewRoryNMal page, I get it. We should pin that.
I'm
comment.
pinning the
If you
comment.
think I'm pinning
I'm taking your phone and
Drake's
pinning the
comment on my Instagram, you have me all the way fucked
See,
up.
Benner would tell y'all that y'all aren't committed.
You think I would ever, bro?
What would Benner say, Rory? Why are you doing this? Pin the comment.
Do 2 more Toronto dates for shitty pay.
Go kick our ass.
He doesn't listen.
yeah. No, we can talk about Benner.
This
Benner
has been
doesn't
a
listen,
great
especially in the
episode,
editing
man.
episode.
Thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all, man. We about to get the fuck on out of here. Again, we have shows. We're in Toronto, October 12th.
Demanda.
Yes.
We're in LA, November 5th. We're in London, November 17th.
The
And then
Leicester.
we're back home in New York City, December 1st. So get your tickets. Merch available now, NewRoryNMal.com. Subscribe if you're not hating. Thank you to all the Patreon members for your subscription every month. We appreciate y'all. Speaking of Patreon, I think we're going to head over to Patreon now.
Nah.
No?
Nah,
Okay, then fuck y'all.
fuck that.
Fuck Patreon.
Fuck them
Fuck
niggas.
that. Yeah.
But no, seriously,
Nah, but
thank y'all.
subscribe.
Thank y'all for fucking with us. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do to support this movement and this journey. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We thank y'all.
Gang.
Peace.
Maul, you gonna help me move?
Imagine them all lifting
Yo, she
boxes.
thinks as grown-ups, we're going to help her move.
And he's people.
For
I
pizza
feel
and
Like
beer.
help you move with pizza. I look like who do I was born here.
She flew here, you grew here?
Yeah, like, pizza and beer. What the fuck do I look like?
Imagine them all crushing a beer.
Maul, I
Yeah.
wouldn't offer you pizza and beer. I offer these niggas pizza and beer.
What would you offer him?
Salad.
Yeah, what would you offer me if I
Salad
came to help
green
you move?
juice.
What would you offer
Pussy.
me? Some pussy? Who's pussy? Oh, who's pussy? Like you just got pussy walking around like they're just available for like yo. If you want some, like
I got you.
Yo, there's some pussy in the fridge if you want it.
there's some pussy upstairs.
So
There's some pussy upstairs. What? Like what?
The Casa Soup.
Man, I'm out.
Pussy.
Man.
NewRoryNMal.